morning. Welcome to the little scrapbooking live. I thought I'd show my face. Just want to say, because this is not my own group, I am allowed, however, to say that any products you see that I use, what to do is send me a wee message privately. Hi Carol, try not to ask too many things on the actual craft, but if you want to know anything about products that I'm using, send me a wee message, or you can visit my website at smithscraftcreations.com. So there we go. Oh, I've got my jammies on, Carol. Hi Steph. But I've got I did try and do my makeup, but my face is a mess. Hope everybody's got a wee cuppa. Yum. Nothing better than coffee. Are you still on the way home? Morning, Barbara. Just getting my little scrap pile. And I'm just getting some copier paper, because you'll need that. So I did put the measurements up of what you will need in the wee list. So you need a base layer. 1 hour to go, bless. Oh, you're dressed. You need a base layer of cardstock. So that's going to be like the main colour. Then you need some designer series paper, or patterned paper as some of you guys like to call it. So if you've got like scraps, maybe this size, perfect. What else do you need? You need ribbon that measures 10 to 12 inches. And you need some photocopier paper as well, but I'll go through the measurements and stuff as we go. So you'll need a trimmer cum scoring tool. So this is a 2-in-1. This is a Stampin' Up! One. If you don't have that, just use your trimmer and a scoreboard. Yay! It is freezing up here in Scotland, guys, honestly. It's raining, it's miserable, and I ain't going anywhere today till later. Got craft day tomorrow with my team, so I do need to go and set up the haul that we're using. Need to do that later on tonight, but hubby's going to help. So who's all here? Say hi. I just thought I'd let you see my face, because we forget what we look like sometimes. I've got lots of phones plugged in everywhere. I will flip you around, guys. Yeah, is it really cold? Hi, Jane. I did have my hot water bottle somewhere. I had that out already. I had that out. I'm looking at Steph's message. It says already. Hi, Mariana. I had my water bottle out last night when I was sitting at the craft desk. Yeah, so all I managed to do though yesterday was I hand drew a little leaf thing, and then I coloured it with my Stampin' Up! Inks and my water pen. So that's on watercolour card. Hi Jackie, how is everybody? Awesome. Right, well we'll flip you around and then I'll plug my other phone in so that I can see comments. So just chat amongst yourselves a wee second. Sorry if you get all wibbly wobble. Right, okay, so I always need to plug my phones in, you see. So this is my old phone that I can log in and see the group chat on that. So give me a wee second and then I'll show you what we're making. Oh. It's super cute and it's a great little gift idea. Great little idea for wee craft fairs or putting in with Happy Mail and stuff. Oh, I'm on my way to the wrong group. I need Craft with Real Friend. There we go. Let me find the live. Right, I found me. Let me just mute myself. Okay. So, excuse my big purple jammy arms. Right, so let's see now. I just need to get things levelled up. Right, so Right, I need my mat in the middle. I think I've popped it over a bit too much. It's okay because my little camera arm can see it. Yep, that's a bit better. Jolly good. Where's this here? Video will be saved on the group. It sure will. It sure will. Right, I've went the wrong way. This needs to come out a bit. What am I like? Sorry if you're getting a bit seasick. Yay, there we go. There we go. That's about as straight as we're going to get it. Right, let me show you what we're going to make. So here is my Blue Peter moment. Here are some I made earlier. So, right, I need to make sure that I keep seeing comments. So I had some scraps lying around and I thought I'm going to make a little stationery open booklet type thing, just a wee mini thing. So this one here, these I got off of Amazon, and I will share the link if you want it, guys. Just send me a wee message or ask Carol. Yeah, so I thought these were great little ideas. They don't take up a lot of cardstock, like I say, because it's more a scrap busting idea. Next Friday we're going to do a pocket letter using some scraps as well. This one here, it has the post-its on the left and it has a little booklet on the right hand side. Now you will need a stapler, a normal stapler, but I'll grab that when we need it. And then this one is just a little step further. We're not doing this today, but it's just a wee idea that you can add an extra little piece to kind of give it a good enclosure. I think this was the first one I made actually, and then I kind of prototyped it into these ones for doing for the group. So I've just put some stamped sentiments in there, a little mini half pocket. This was a die cut that was lying around for ages, so I just cut it in half. Thank you, Jackie, that's kind. So you just open this one up, and it's just copier paper with a little bit card wrapped over the top and then stuck down. I've got a wee tag on there and a little amazing sentiment. So it's almost like a teeny mini album type stationery folio thing. Super cute. Right, if anybody is making these today or making them in the next couple of days, make sure you share them on the group and tag one of us, and then I will pick one to be gifted one of these wee books, just as a thank you for contributing to the group, because that's what we're all here for. So do give it a wee go. Like I say, you don't need a lot of cardstock or anything. When I was preparing these, I was playing with my retired envelope punch board. I'm sure a lot of you will have a punch board in your stock somewhere, but this little envelope would fit inside as well. And when you open it up, you can put little goodies in there. So it's just all little ideas. I bet Carol's ideas are whizzing around her head now. I could hear it tick, 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 tick. Brilliant. Right, okay. So let me pop them to the side. So if anybody is crafting along and you want me to repeat anything, just ask. Right, okay. So what you need is black base card. You need some copier paper. You need a couple of bits of designer series paper for the covers. You need one of these, but if you don't have these, you can always duplicate this on both sides, so don't worry if you've not got one of these. Right, so what I'm going to do though is I will finish that off in a little bit. I will cut it all from scratch so you can see. You'll also need a bit ribbon as well. Make sure it goes round it when it's closed and enough to tie at the side. Yes, I do know you, and I can't wait for you to go back in your craft room. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's a good coffee. And if anybody knows me, you understand why it's good, because it's still hot. Normally I chat that much, it goes freezing. Right, so these are all scraps from when I've made albums and things like that. It's worthwhile keeping, and you should really just set a wee a little time aside to go through your scraps, make little stationery items such as this. So the base needs to be 5 inches by 3 1/4. Okay, so let's make sure that's too short for 3 1/4. So let me get another bit. That's not very good, Tricia. Let me get a bigger scrap, a wider one. I think they may be all very similar size because it's X album. Yeah, I'll need to cut down a bigger bit. But I do have bigger scraps. Give me a second, folks. Here we go. These were all filed, all nice, biggest to smallest, but it's got a bit of a shambles now. Right, okay, so start that again. Keep losing me on the motorway, so catch you later. No worries, hun. Right, so we want it to be 5 inches. I'm just going to cut 2 of them while I'm here. So 5 inches. Let me get this out of the way. By 3 1/4. And you can adjust these measurements and make them bigger, smaller, or, well, not smaller, because then it would be teeny. You can make them bigger for bigger notebooks and things, so feel free. Right, now with the long side to the top, what we need to do is we need to score it 2 3/8 and 2 5/8. So 2 and 1, 2, 2 3/8. So that's the one in between 3 1/4 and 3 1/2. Nope. Yep, that's right. 2 1/4 and 2 1/2, sorry. So that's 2 3/8. 1, 2, 3, which is halfway between 2 1/4 and 2 1/2. I'm looking up at other numbers here and I shouldn't. And then you want 2 5/8, which is between 2 1/2 and 2 3/4. So, don't know if you can see that. Jackie has a, hi Kez! Jackie has a cardboard box full of scraps, need to sort it out into colours. That's almost as fun as creating, isn't it? So you just want to fold and burnish your 2 little score lines, and there is the little mini book base. Okay, so scoring again, long side to the top, 2 3/8, which is halfway between 2 1/4 and 2 1/2. Score it. And then 2 5/8, which is between 2 1/2 and 2 3/4. So just fold and burnish that. Barbara saying, so is Carol. Brilliant. Yeah, I'm getting more and more scraps. I do sometimes go through them and get rid of the ridiculous bits that I know I won't use, but you keep putting it off. What you do is get nice little labels and put them into little folders. I'll show you what I've got for my sentiments. So if you've got little scraps, these little folders are great. So here's what I do with my sentiments. I pre-cut them all, stamp and cut them, and I label them into category. Maybe you could do that with little scraps, or get bigger folders, or even Polly Pockets or something. Put them all in a nice ring binder or something. It's a box the size of a microwave. Oh my goodness, what are you like? Right, okay, so we need the DSP layer now. You do have an option to put a mat on it, but because it's so dainty, I don't think there's any need really. And you'll see my little borders are just 1/8 of an inch. If you want to see the black more, then just cut off a little bit more. Steph's scraps are in A5 zipper bags from Wilco's. Brilliant. Brilliant, that's good. I know that you can get 5 pockets out the pound shop. I bought these because I love them, but I've not used them yet. They're quite good, and they all seem to stack nicely in your storage boxes. Right, so patterned paper, we need 3 1/8 by 2 1/4, and we need 2 of those. So 3 1/8, And this board's great because it does have the lines. Right, okay, so 3 1/8 by, keep all these bits, 2 1/4. So we need 2 of those. So 2 1/4. And the good thing about this trimmer is when you pop it down, it's got pressure, so it's not very easy to mismove your paper. Is that a word? Mismove? What? Right, okay. So that would go in the front there, and that would go in the back. Or if you were just doing a little notebook thing here with your copy paper, you could put a matte layer in there, a layer in there as well as on the back. Okay, doc. So there's one. Let's see what other patterns I have for the second little book. These are good also if you have paper that you're not entirely keen on. Okay, right, so 2 1/4 by 3 1/8. Because by the time you put a sentiment or what have you on it, it covers it up, or you can just use the B side, whatever your little heart desires. So, oops. So 2 1/4 again by 3 1/8. What's everybody's plans today? I've already told you I'm pajama-ing it all day. Right, so this is what you should end up with. Okay, so I think I'll go for the little mushrooms on this one because they're cute. And I think I will go for the leaves on that one. But you can use either side of your pattern papers. Some papers that you might use might only have one side, but all of our DSP is two-sided, which is fab. Right, so let's see now. What am I looking for? I'm looking for copier paper. So what you need now is 5 sheets, 5 bits of copier paper that measure 4 1/2 by 3 1/8. So let me get, this is A5 size that I previously cut down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that gives you 10 little pages. So these need to measure 4 1/2 by 3 1/8. So 4 1/2. Line that up with my guide by 3 1/8. And then all we're going to do is simply fold those in half and staple them. Once they're in your little booklet. And the reason we staple in these first before we layer is because the staple will show at the back. So when we layer it up with the pattern paper, it will cover the staple. If you want, you can staple it inside and then simply glue it on. That's an option as well. Kids is waiting on guests going out to do rooms for the next lot coming in today. Hectic. Do a bit of crafting this afternoon. Oh, bless. My niece is on her way to Blackpool with her 2 kids today. So I'm not sure where she's staying. I'll need to check. So you just want to fold these in half. They're really cute. They're really cute. An alternative would be if you have post-it notes, you could make this booklet bigger and just pop a post-it note in there. Or a packet of post-it notes rather, not just one, but the full thing way. Safe, so I off to watch the update version of the Railway Children. Oh yes, I forgot you were doing that. At least you're getting into it today though. Right, okay, so let's see now. That's lovely that there's 7 of you guys watching. Right, I'm just going to give that a good burnish down. Okay, and then all I'm going to do, whoops, is drop it everywhere. Of course I will. All I'm going to do is I'm going to line it up to the score line on the right. So you can imagine it's like this. Okay, and there's just a tiny little border, the same as the DSP. This is the same size when folded as these. Okay, so it's going to get that 1/8 of an inch border. So I'm just going to hold it tight and I am going to staple it. Now I'm just going to use one. I'm just going to staple it just under, let me see, my hands are too good today. Just under the score line, and you can see here that the stapler is sticking out. So be careful with your fingers, but like I say, once we cover it, it'll be fine. So, ta-da! Aren't they adorable? They're super cute. Oh guys, I get easy excited when we can make pretty things easily. Right, okay, get the next one in. If you struggle with grip or anything like that, you can use, my hands aren't too bad with grip, it's just dropping stuff today. You could use some clips or paper clips to hold it in place. Okay. So I've obviously got weak hands today, so I need to use 2 of them. Barbara's saying love these. But remember, if anyone gives them a wee try, because let's face it, we've all got a stapler in the house somewhere. Give it a wee try and share your photos, and then I'll pick randomly someone and I'll send you this as a wee gift. Right, so there's our 2 little booklets. Now, can you imagine this one here? I would, if you're doing a double, I would do it so that it opens out to the left as well. Or if you're left-handed, you can open them out to the right. There's a little tip. Just whatever's easiest for you. Right, okay. Now, I am going to pop one of these on now. Now, I'm going to use red tape just so it sticks nice. I had initially thought if I peeled this off it would stick, but it's just cardboard on the back. So yeah, if you're right-handed, put the flaps to the left so you could just peel that way. If you're left-handed, do it like that so you can peel it that way. Does that make sense? Oh dear. Alright, okay. Sometimes my my laugh sounds like a right witchy laugh, but trust me, I'm not a witch, I promise. Just sometimes I find that I think my voice is deep. I probably don't sound too deep to you guys, but I think I sound like a man. Can you imagine if I spoke like a girl? Really high? No. Oh dear. Right, okay. Enough waffling. Get on with sticking, Tricia. Okay, doke. Right, I've got my little bucket beside me for these, the backings of the red tape that are really kind of staticky at times. Not static, but they just seem to cling to you. I need to wait to get these little tag things. Well, you don't actually, because you can just make them with the little bits of copier paper, Barbara. Got to be in it to win it. Oh, it's a shame. I would have got you to do a spell on someone. Bless. Oh dear. You know what? Yesterday I spilled coffee. What else did I spill? That was after smashing my lovely warmer in the bathroom in a plant pot, and that the other day. And then yesterday I set a trail of coffee because my hands were wobbling. Then last night I had a good little pamper on my face after my nice bath. Hi Jane. And I put some Body Shop Tea Tree face mask on, and I was trying to put the lid on and I dropped it and it splashed all over my bathroom. The dogs came in, they were trying to lick it. I'm like, no, what is it with dogs and tea tree stuff? Oh, it took me ages to clean it up, so that was a bit of a pain in the backside. Right, so here's your little bit here. Jane, are you crafting along, sweet? Because it'll just take 2 seconds to go over what I've already done, because I'm making 2 little booklets now, so I might make a third. At least your bathroom smelled good, it did. It did. I actually bought this spray for mould remover because there's a bit of staining, even though my husband put new what do you call it? New silicone around the shower. There was a bit mould. And I've got this special stuff, and I paid quite a bit of money for it. And it kills the mould, which is great, but it makes the bathroom smell like a hospital. So I've been spraying that down my toilet because I just love the smell of hospital in my toilet. It's weird. Barbara will have a try and add on later. Brilliant. Yes, I will share a link. I will share a link. I am actually going to try and get some cheaper versions. Because these were only a pack of 5 or 6, I think. Bouncer's jumped up, so on pause now, bless you. Bouncer likes to bounce. Right, okay, so I'm just adding the little DSP layers on the back. Now I'm going to make sure that it's covering the staple. I got a big huge paper cut here yesterday. Oh my goodness. I was just a wreck yesterday. Everything was going wrong, but I was still smiling. Right, so there we go. So there's one little book. Let's do the other one. Da, 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 da. Right, okay. I've lost a couple of viewers, but that's all right. This will be available on Catch Up. I also pop it up on my YouTube channel as well, which is smithscraftycreations.com. That's how you find me. So next Friday I will be doing session 2 in the group, and it is going to be a pocket letter, so it will take at least an hour. So if you fancy coming and having a chat, please do. Because sometimes you just need to switch off with a cup of tea and a biscuit. Right, okay. So let's get this stuck on. Now I did base these little booklets around the size of these post-it holders. Fabulous. Okay, so there's that one. So let's get the little mushroom layers on. Quite like the hearts actually. Right, I'm changing my mind. We're going with the B side. And these are amazing. I like to kind of batch make little things like this for customer gifts. They're not too expensive to post, and what I usually do is I usually lump them in with, if people order through me direct because they don't like doing online ordering, I'll just pop the bulkier handmade gifts in with their order. And then those that shop online tend to get a thinner present. So, yay, hi again. Steph loves making pocket letters. I hide little surprises in them. Oh, you could do lots. You could get a little thing like this. You could put confetti in it or anything like that. So, yeah, they're good for swaps as well. That's maybe a little idea. I did buy a few of the pockets. Right, okay, what I'm going to grab is I'm going to grab my 2 Love Heart layering punches, because I think that'll be the easiest for decorating the front this session. This one you can see I've dropped on the floor at some point. It didn't break. These are absolutely solid. So I am going to get a bit of black. And again, this strip was too thin to make the booklets, but it's not too thin to punch out the little layers. Yes, I've forgotten about the ribbon, Jane. Thank you, hun. It's fine though, I will wrap it round under the hearts. And we'll just pretend it was on purpose, right? So don't do as I do, do as I write down beforehand. Right, there we go. That's because I'm chatting too much. But then if I didn't chat, it would be, you would all be bored. Right, okay, so 2 hearts. You can see this one's a smooth edge one. It's a little easier to punch. This one's scalloped, so you need kind of 2 hands sometimes. Right. Okay, so a ribbon. Normally that would be under the DSP layer. I'm just going to tie it. Right, so I need to add some tape along here. So let me grab my Stampin' Up! Tearing tape, because this one's too thick and I've packed away my other ones. Right, so you just want a little bit kind of in the middle there. Open up your little book, line it up as best you can. I always get things on the wonk. There we go. Okay, give that a good burnish. Pick it off with your picky tool. This is my take your pick tool. It's got interchangeable bits on it. So this is a pokey tool and a little spatula thing, and then my other one is scoring tools, 2 different sizes. Right, fold this in half, kind of just gauge roughly where that is. Add your ribbon. Now I would say the kind of little boo-boos I make is I forget to check what's the front and what's the back. So yeah, so this is definitely the front. It doesn't really matter on this occasion because it's non-directional paper, you know what I mean. So, but if you like your book to the right side and open up to the left, then that is that. Right, I'm going to fold this just now. So it's maybe good I forgot to do the ribbon, Jane, because it lets people see how to fix little boo-boos. Because trust me, I do that all the time, I forget. But you guys keep me right, which is great. What's a pocket letter? Oh, let me show you. Where is my pocket letter doodah that I had here? I had one out just a second ago, folded. Basically it is, you know how people collect like artist trading cards and things? It's like a Polly Pocket and it's got 9 sections in it. And these would be ideal, you're right. Because I'm sure the pocket letter size is 2.5 by 3.5, possibly. That's what an artist trading card is. Oh, here it is. I found it. So, let me see. Have I got dark cardstock that I can show you? Don't know if you can see it better against that. So it's just a pocket letter. It's an A4 wallet, goes into any ring binder. And they will fit perfect, Sheena. Maybe not with the ribbon, or the ribbon will get a bit bashed. Let me open that actually. That's a good tip, honey. But yeah, that would fit in. Let me get another one actually. Let me try it with the one I've not decorated yet. So what I'll do is I'll keep a couple of these for doing the scrap a busting session 2 next Friday, and I'll pop them in there. What a great idea. So Jane, my dear, that is what a pocket letter is, and people like to swap them, or you can, I would say it's almost like a mini scrapbook, just 9 little tiny scrapbook pages without the photos. And you can seal off some of the pockets. Some of them are double-sided on both sides, so you would get 18. But it's good to decorate the back of them as well, because they look really, really pretty. I actually found a couple of pocket letters I'd swapped to a girl that stayed in the Isle of Wight, I think. Oh, a good 5 years ago. How long have I been doing this? 4 years nearly. So maybe 3.5 years ago, right at the start of my crafty journey. I've still got them, so I'll maybe pull them out. Right, I am going to attach this with dimensionals, and I'm going to stamp on this heart last. Steph's still got a pocket letter from a swap 6 years ago. They last forever. Brilliant. They're really, really pretty. And you know, if you've got lots of little knickknacks like sequins and little bits of offcuts of ribbon and stuff like that, like you could pop things like that in it, little bits of ribbon. You can put washi tape in there. Right, I'm just peeling off the back of my dimensionals. Right, that's it done. Make sure that's the front. I'm going to pop that on there, like so. Oh, it's a bit squint, let me fix it. That's what I like about our dimensionals. They're removable for so long, and then you can burnish them. There we go. Right, so there's one. Let's get this other bit of ribbon on here before I forget. Okay, so like so, and like so. Fabulous. So give it a good burnish. Take this off, she says. There we go. Dee, 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 dee. Oh, find your bit ribbon. Now this ribbon does not go with this side of the designer saves paper, but it's okay because I'm going to stamp in this green colour, which is Evening Evergreen, and it is just gorgeous. Right, what's the front? This is the front. Let me get this on. Okay, so I'm just using 3. These are like little hexagons. You get mini ones as well. These seem to last forever. I've only recently went on my second sheet this year on those ones. Right, we've still got people around. Yes, good. Don't want to bore anybody. Right, just going to tie this now. I need to grab my Evening Evergreen ink. And I need a stamping block. These are great. They've got ridges missing in the middle and it's good for easier grip, ladies and gents. Right, Evening Evergreen, and the other colour, I will do Evening Evergreen. So this is it here. Right, let's get it open. Now I just need to decide what sentiment I'm going to stamp on these. So let me get the coordinating stamp set out that goes with this collection of goodies. So this is Happier Than Happy. We've got thanks, welcome, hello baby, happier than happy for you. I think I will do, let me get a bit of scrap paper. I think I'll do some foliage on this in a lighter green. Hang on a second. And then I'll stamp in the darker. Oh, can you tell it's Friday? So glad it's Friday, finally. Right, I'm going to use this little foliage here, this stamp. I'm also going to use, do I want one of those sentiments or do I want another one? I think these ones are quite nice. You need to make sure that it fits inside the heart. I think I'm going to do Friend. So you can mix and match your goodies up. So this is a photopolymer stamp, which means it is see-through. Okay, so it's a little easier if you maybe struggle with getting your stamps lined up, etc. We've got other tools that can help with that as well, but I'm not going into them today. Whereas this one is Red Rubber Cling, but these are great at precision stamping as well. So, get one of those out. And I'm going to get the little butterfly out as well. Okay, so some more little blocks. And then we'll nearly be finished. Nearly. Right, so let's see if Friend fits on it first. Yes, it does. Perfect. Right, we're going to stamp Friend. Oh, I need to stand up because I'm too short to see proper. Is that the right colour? Evening Evergreen, yes. Okay, so I'm just going to fit that exactly in there. You'll find with our stamps, it's Stampin' Up, and our punches, there's always going to be a punch that fits a sentiment. Most times, and if not, there'll always be a die of some sort. Right, so that's that stamped. I just need to get my stamping scrub out. I've been using this. We have a wet side and a dry side. So all I need to do... Oh, it's not wet. Hang on, let me spray it with my cleaner. So this is Stampin' Mist. And it just dampens your cleaner pad. Like so, and then you dry it on the right side. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Right. If you are using different stamps, please pop them away straight away so that they don't get stuck on anything else and then you lose them. Okay, right. So, go and pop that away. That's the darker one finished with, and bring in the lighter one. I'm going to stamp just a little bit here on the bottom, and then I'll put a little butterfly up here. Okay, so there we go. Gorgeous. Get this back out. Clean, clean, clean. And you can almost see some, it's not like washing up, but almost like bubbles. It really cleans it good. And it keeps your stamps nice and tip-top condition as well. Right, let's go in here. Right, time for the wee butterfly. Okay, I might use this colour for the butterfly, so I think this is Calypso Coral. Let me see, folks. Calypso Coral. Ta-da, just picking a colour. You know what? I'm just going to do... Can't find Calypso Coral. Oh, here it is. So this is Calypso Coral. Right, put this away because I'll end up getting it all over me. Whoops. So put that to the side. Our stamp pads also, they've got little indentations on the top, and then these stick out bits on the bottom, and they just stack up together nice and neat, which I love. Okay, right, I'm just going to test this out. Beautiful. Right, okay, just going to go for it. Ta-da! Okay, doke. Super duper. That's that done, and then we can pop it on. If you want, you can add some ink blending around the edges or what have you if you want. It's entirely up to you. Right, get that back in. Now, I know Barbara bought these papers off me, didn't you, Barbara? You need to show me what you've been making, lovely. Ah, see, that's nice. That's nice. Sometimes when I do friend stamps, I'll put a little embellishment at the eye just to make it fancy, but I'm not going to bother with that today. Oh, that's a bit much glue, Tricia. More is less when it comes to our Tombow glue. It's good. Right. Do you know what? I checked. I was going to take a full packet of basic white cardstock with me to my team event tomorrow. And I've only got 2 sheets left. Normally I have about 6 spare packs. Oh, so I'm going to have to... I'm putting an order through tonight, so I'll need to add some in for myself. So, yo, yeah, Barbara, I'll be in touch about your order, hun, and I've already got Carol and Gemma's. So if anybody would like anything ordered and posted on, do let me know, because I'm popping an order away tonight. Alright, got a little bit of glue on there. Carol sent me this, which is amazing. She says, come on. It works better if you let the glue dry first. Right, folks, well, I think that is, oh, what time are we at? Oh, 1:45, that's not bad. So yeah, here is the little dainty stationery craft idea items, or even in your pocket letter. That was a great suggestion. And like I say, you can have these bigger. If anybody struggles with working out measurements and they want a bigger size, let me know and I'll quite happily work out the measurements for you. I hope that's been fun today. Like I say, if you're going to give it a try, please pop it on the group. Make sure you tag one of us, and yeah, I'll pick out someone to gift one of these ones to, actually, because I'll keep these two for the pocket letter tutorial next week. So now, I've not done a pocket letter in a while, so I will say it'll be a wing it. I will pop up some measurements of basics that you need. So I'll do that nearer next week because I'm busy all weekend now. But yeah, if you're wanting anything ordering, let me know. I always iron rewards on a workshop order, you see, and the more orders, the more rewards, but which I always share out with all the customers who've ordered. And don't forget, when you shop online, you get an extra 5 entries into my free giveaway, which is a mystery, fully inclusive crafting kit. Winner will be announced at the end of the month. So do let me know. Just send me a wee message, add me as a friend, ask Carol. She'll know where to direct you. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to get I'm not going to get a fresh coffee. I'm going to heat this one up in the microwave. I know that's bad because it eventually weakens your cups, but hey ho. Gotta do what you gotta do. Okay folks, I'll go just now. Thank you so much. Remember, post on the group any makes that you've made from today's little life. See you later and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.